Hello and thank you for tuning in to Embrace My Melanin. It's your girl Rochelle, and in today's video, as you saw by the title, I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambitions All Day Shine Free foundation. Okay, so I picked this foundation up probably 2 months ago now. It's been a while since I picked this up, but I picked this foundation up and it was hard for me to find, first and foremost. Okay, it seems like this line is not that accessible from what I'm gathering, from what I'm seeing, so I had to go ahead and pick this one up when I saw it. I picked it up in the darkest shade that was inside the store. They said they have 20 shades available, but I picked it up in the shade Deep Cool 3 right here. So that is what I'm wearing right now, and if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on this foundation, please keep on watching. Okay, so before I get started on this video and applying the foundation, let me give you a few stats real quick on this foundation. Okay, the CoverGirl Full Spectrum All Day Foundation, okay, comes available in 20 shades. Okay, it says it is a matte finish, oil absorbing. We're going to test that too. And it says it's all day comfortable wear, okay? And it comes in a cool, neutral, and golden undertones. And I'm wondering if the golden undertones, I'm wondering if that is replaced for maybe like a warm undertone, okay? Because usually companies have cool, neutral, and warm, not necessarily golden. But it may be just their wording, okay? So here we go, right here. Just want to let you know I have already put the primer on my face. I use the Farsali Skin Tune Blur right here. Went ahead and put that on, and let's go ahead and get in with this foundation. The color that I'm using today is Deep Cool 3. If I'm not mistaken, this is their deepest shade, okay? So I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm going to do just one half of my face, and then we're going to see from there. So here is the shade of the foundation right there. Looking, let me spread it out, spread it. Okay, there it is. Looks a little deep, but let's go from there, okay? Alrighty, so I just finished with this side of my face right here. Okay, it seems to be maybe like a medium finish because it doesn't fully cover my hyperpigmentation on this side. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, especially right under here where I have my scars and hyperpigmentation and scarring. So I'm going to do this side of my face. I'm going to do this side of my face, and then I'm going to go from there because I'm not 100% sure about the color because it looks like it did darken me up just a little bit. I want it to dry down first before I continue on to build it up because I don't want it to completely like flatten me out and make me darker, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let me let this dry down, and let me do the side of my face first before I decide to go in with another layer. Okay, be right back. I am back after a few minutes of letting this dry down some. I went ahead and just did my brows with the ABH brow pomade, okay? Alright, so I decided not to put on another layer on my face. Reason being, this foundation is a little too dark for my skin tone, okay? Crazy enough, but the next shade up from this that I saw in display in the store, it's a little too light for my skin tone that I felt. Okay, which is interesting, but I decided not to go in with another layer. So possibly, quite possibly, this foundation is possibly buildable. It's possibly buildable, but I decided just to do this one layer. It's more of a, I would say this is probably more of a light to medium, possibly buildable coverage, because it doesn't cover enough for me to call it a medium coverage for me down below on my scars and hyperpigmentation. It covered it up some, but not for it to be like a blur. Okay, so I will say that. Now I'm gonna go ahead, finish my face. I'm gonna let this sit down. It does not, it says it's supposed to be a matte finish. I'm not 100% seeing that, not even over here in my mirror. So we're going to see. Okay, let me finish my face and I will be back. Here I am with the finished look of the face. Okay, alrighty. I had to add a lot of things to get some color back in my face because my face was just so flat that I didn't like that. So obviously I got the wrong color, but we're going to be testing and looking for more than just that. Okay, so here is my face. I did use the infallible, the L'Oreal infallible concealer right here, and I use it in the shade Chestnut, 425 Chestnut. I thought it was just a little light. I will say that. I thought it was a little light, but I didn't do anything different as far as with applying it on my face. Just blend it out with a beauty blender. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna test this just a little bit more. I've worn it once before, but I didn't have like a full solid thought on it because I was paying more attention to the foundation that I wore when I wore this. Okay. And of course, I set my face all over my face with this powder right here. If you have not seen my review on this powder, this is the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition All Day Powder Foundation. If you have not seen this review on this, please, I will try my best to remember to link it in the cards above, but it will be on my foundation review playlist. Okay. All right. And I also use a new highlighter on my face. Okay, I use the Ebony Glow from Black Radiance here today. I think it's really pretty. It gives a very subtle, rich chocolate glow. It just blends right into your skin. Okay, I thought it was really pretty. Now it says it's limited edition. I don't like to really show limited edition products right here on my channel because you never know how long it's going to be out. I've had this for a month, maybe 2 months. I know I brought it maybe back in May, but this is my first time using it and I really do like this. I was inside, I think it was CVS. I was in CVS maybe a week ago and they still had this shade available. So if you're interested in it, I will tell you this, like I said before, beautiful, pretty chocolate highlight shade right there. So such a pretty shade, but it gives just enough shimmer for you just to have a natural pretty glow. Okay, like a natural radiant glow. Okay, because it looks like I'm sweating, but crazy enough I'm not. It's just the glow. So pretty. Now I am on my way to work as always. I'm always on my way to work, okay? But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let you know how this foundation did. Now it says here on the bottle, it says All Day Shine Free foundation. So we're going to see if it really is shine free. Now some of you may know, and those of you who are new here, hi, welcome. I have dry combination skin. Okay, I get oily hair in my T-zone, so since it says it's oil absorbing and shine free, we're going to see about that. Okay, so in a few short seconds for you and a few long hours for me, I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. Okay, it is now 12:54 a.m. Okay, when I left earlier, it was right at 5 o'clock. I know I didn't show you guys the time, but trust me, I was leaving out the door to go to work. So it was around about 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I left you guys. Okay, now here is my face. Not bad, not bad at all. Except for my nose being a little oily, and like I said in some previous videos, if you've seen my previous videos, that's pretty typical for me on an average day. I've had this on since 5. It's now 12 o'clock, so we're heading almost to the 8-hour mark, which is not bad considering that it's just on my nose. Everything else has held up really, really good, okay? Now, I will say this one thing, okay? It said on the website that it promises a matte finish. Not really, in my opinion, okay? I think it promises more of a semi-matte finish, but not a true matte finish to me, okay? Now, overall, I will say that it lasted pretty good throughout the day. It lasted very well throughout the day. The only thing for me was the color. When I applied it, it was just a little dark. The next shade up from that, when I was choosing my shades, this I do remember, when I was choosing my shades, it looked a little too light, but that might match me just a little bit better than this shade. But this shade, actually, I don't think it was that bad. It was just the undertone. I think that's probably what it was. It was just the undertone. It was a cool undertone when it probably should have been, I probably should have chosen something that was a neutral or golden undertone, since that's what they offer. But truly, it was not terrible. It was not terrible, but it could have been better, okay? I will say that, okay? So overall, for this foundation, the liquid foundation isn't that bad. It isn't that bad at all. It lasted through this hot Georgia weather, because I went outside earlier when I left work. I had to drive to get to work or whatever. I had to wait till my car cooled down, and even when I got to work, I was outside for just a little while, and it was still very, very warm, to the point where I sweat through my makeup just a little bit. A little perspiration, a little moisture came on through. But overall, when it dried down and when I cooled down and everything, it went back to looking like this, which is really, really nice. It was really, really flawless, I will say that. So overall, CoverGirl Full Spectrum, the Matte Ambitions, this is not that bad in formula. I think you guys could use just a little bit more in the color range department, because even though they do offer 20 shades, for me to choose this shade that I did choose instead of the next shade up, that tells me that there was maybe some shades that were missing in between the next shade up from this and this shade. And I know they discontinued the CoverGirl Queen collection in place of this collection. Now, shout out to, I believe her channel is called The Style and Beauty Doctor. I believe that's her name of her channel. She's absolutely a gorgeous young lady. I found out some things when she just went to a conference recently, and it said CoverGirl sold to another company, and the other company decided to cancel the CoverGirl Queen collection. And based on some of the reviews that I've been reading online, a lot of people have just been like, yo, this ain't it as far as the shade range goes, because there's just so many different shades missing, I will say that, as opposed to what was CoverGirl Queen and what is the full spectrum line. Okay, so we're gonna see about that. Hopefully in time they'll correct that, but as of right now, the formula, not the shade range, because I just talked about the shade range, they need help on that, but the formula of this particular foundation, covered it, girl. This is pretty okay. The formula is okay. The color, bring CoverGirl Queen back. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Bring some things back from the CoverGirl Queen collection. The shade range, I see that y'all have brought back the bronzers. Keep bringing some of the other things back, because the natural hue foundation, oh my god, that was my favorite foundation. So I can't find in my shade range with this new, but I digress, okay? But overall, this is my face and it's not bad at all. If you want to try it, please go out and try it. I will say this, like I said, ladies, unfortunately, they don't have that big of a shade range in my opinion, and based off the reviews, they need more shades. They definitely need more shades. So if you can find something that you like, please let me know. Or if you have tried this and you found something you like, or if you haven't found anything like, please leave it down in the comments below, because I'm a little worried about this line. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I love the powder foundation, I'm still looking at them kind of sideways. I'm like, let's just saying, okay? Okay, but that is it. That is all I have to say about the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambitions Liquid Foundation, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you have tried this foundation, please go ahead and link it down below. Link it down below. Comment down below if you were able to find your shade, because that was the #1 point of contention in the reviews that I read online on the website. A lot of people are just not happy because they had a great thing with CoverGirl Queen, and now with the Full Spectrum, they're a little lackluster, just a little. So if you have tried this, please let me know. If you weren't able to find your shade, please let me know down below in the comments. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you like me and my brain is crazy just a little bit, go ahead and just click the subscribe button. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night whenever you're watching this, and stay blessed, stay beautiful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.